Who's the real Santa? With several letters sent in the mail to Santa with no reply, and so many different Santas at every mall, Jordan and his friend Callie simply needed to know.
Who's the real Santa? Who's the real Santa?
And so Uncle T turned to the only place I knew we'd find the real Santa. You guessed it, Craigslist. Transforming our studio into a bona fide Santa's workshop, we donned our elf costumes and prepared to interrogate the very best Santas that the world had to offer.
You are Buster and I am Fred, and we both elves are seeking the real Santa Claus.
We're gonna put him through a series of tests. Who's the real Santa? Stay tuned and find out. Woo!
Whoa!
I think I hear Santa.
Hey!
Oh my gosh. I am Fred the
Hi,
elf.
Fred. How to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You can take a seat here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks.
My pleasure. It was wonderful.
Can you say ho ho ho?
Wow.
Nice ho ho ho.
What else does Santa say?
Well, sometimes with Mrs. Claus, I say,
Do you know all of your reindeer's names?
The names of the reindeer.
oh, you know, I'm getting kind of old, so I forget names.
It was a noble effort, but with him unable to remember the names of his reindeer, it was time to say to this first Santa,
Bye!
Bye.
it was now time to meet the next person claiming to be Santa Claus.
Here's Santa.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Santa's not black.
How do we know? We don't
Oh,
know.
I am Santa. I am the real Santa. I got here on my reindeer and everything.
Do you know every single of your reindeer's names?
My main reindeer, which is Rudolph.
Rudolph, yeah.
Rudolph. Very good.
Dancer, Prancer, Vixen. Yes.
Then the next one is, where is your sleigh?
It's outside.
Oh, yeah, of course I do that.
This Santa was looking very promising with his answers, but then we had a request that left him stumped. We want to see if you really are Santa, if you know how to eat a cookie properly.
Goodness. Eat a cookie properly.
These come from the world famous Mrs. Fields
Oh.
Bake Shop.
Normally, I just like to take my cookie and I like to eat it.
Yes.
And
Oh,
So-
Santa has his retainer in.
yes, Santa has his retainers in, so.
Refusing to eat cookies because of a retainer? This man's definitely not the real Santa. But he did leave us with some very powerful wisdom.
The true Santa is me. Okay? This Santa right here that you seeing, it's just for the TV, for everybody just to know him as he's flying around. The color, you don't have to worry about the color. We're all colors. You know?
Very touching and wise words, but the fact he refused our cookie meant it was time to see the next Santa.
Merry Christmas!
And this one turned out to be the absolute worst of the batch.
Yes, yes, yes! Oh, hello!
Can you say ho ho ho?
Ho, ho, ho! Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving, this was not off to a good start. And next, when he was asked to show off Santa's gift wrapping skills, things only got worse and worse.
Oh, my hat! Ta-da!
After hearing his voice and seeing him fail miserably, we all began to suspect this was a Santa imposter we knew all too well.
Come pull on my beard and see if you know who I am.
I know who you are.
Who am I?
You're Mike.
Ah!
And so it was revealed, this Santa was none other than Callie's dad, Mike, one of my absolute dearest friends.
You got me.
You think we're gonna find the real Santa here?
Absolutely. Doesn't stand a chance. You caught me. You're gonna catch the real Santa.
Next up, we had two more Santas that gave it their best shot.
Ho, ho, ho! I love saying ho, ho, ho. That's how I express my joy. Ho, 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 and a ho for you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, right?
Do you know every single reindeer's name?
Dasher and Dancer,
And Prancer and Vixen,
Comet and Cupid.
Donner and Blitzen.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
I know it!
It's Rudolph! Wow, you are so smart.
From the good old charm to the goofy humor, both of these Santas left us feeling that they might be the one. But then our next Santa came in and shocked us all with a whole lot of rock and roll.
And you. Some of the rock and roll Santa. Did you ever see this band before? I know you guys have. The band is called Kiss. They're defunct, as we say. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day.
And before you know it, Jordan had him singing one of his favorite songs.
3, 4. I feel good. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Like I would. Na-na-na-na-na. I feel good. Na-na-na-na-na. Come on, Callie. I knew that I would. Na-na-na-na-na. All right. All right. I love you. Woo! Good job.
Wow, what a Santa.
And with that, it was time to say goodbye to our final Santa.
Bye, happy holidays.
And so we had a decision to make.
We have made a decision, everybody.
Yeah, after interviewing all these Santas on Craigslist, you've made a decision on who the real Santa is?
Yep.
Who is it? Yeah, you sure?
Yes.
You want me to call him up and see if he can come on over and get his official Santa prize?
Yeah, the Santa Bravo, buddy.
Little technical difficulty. Gotta make sure we're calling the right number here. Alright, here we go. Is this the official real deal Santa Claus? Alright, I have a special message from Fred the Elf.
Okay, so we're just thinking, Santa, that you are gonna be coming and you have got the job. So basically, you're the real Santa Claus. We have a great prize for you.
Hey Santa! He said he's gonna come, he's on the way!
Woo!
In just a matter of moments, there he was in all his glory, pulling up in a special white sleigh we never expected. The real Santa Claus had arrived.
Crazy. Oh my God. What's up?
Sunshine, Jordan, how are you?
Doing good, Santa.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Woohoo! I'm going to rock and roll. I'm the rock and roll Santa. I rock and roll all night from the North Pole to the South Pole to the East Coast to the West Coast. And you, woohoo, do the rock and roll symbol.
What do you have to say, Buster?
I think that, we came to the conclusion after seriously interrogating all these different Santas that you are the official, real deal Santa Claus. You answered all the questions brilliantly. You brought the energy and the magic. So, Jordan, aka Fred the Elf, has a very special certificate to present to you.
And it was written by me and the world's largest pencil.
Oh,
He wrote it with the world's largest
it's
pencil.
beautiful.
It
Look
says
at
Jordan Sunshine, official certificate,
heart.
real Santa, Santa Claus. Woo!
I'll frame this in the North Pole, okay?
A special little contribution for winning the grand
prize,
prize Santa, so you can get some things for Mrs. Claus, as well
thank you
as
so much. That really
some
warms
extra
my heart.
energy for your reindeer.
Thank you so much, reindeer food.
Absolutely.
With his title as the real Santa and prizes all official, it was time to close out our adventure with Santa in style.
1, 2, 3, hit! Jingle bells, Santa's on his way. Hey, number one is super fun. He's the rock and roll Santa, yeah. Hey, jingle bells, Santa's on his way. Number one is super fun. fun is the rock and roll Santa, yeah. Jingle bells, Santa's on his way. Number one is super fun is the rock and roll Santa, yeah. Jingle bells, Santa's on his way. Number one is super fun is the